Konnichiwa. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you are well. Sorry for starting almost an hour late. I literally have no excuse other than I was big tired, and so I spent time resting. Literally got up at like 10 minutes ago, I'd say. Got up, let the dog out, got a drink, stuff like that, and started getting ready for stream right away. Hi, Aura. How are you doing tonight? I had to drop off all my stuff from last night. Mostly the sticks and wood, etc. Yeah, late start, but I'm perfectly fine. Just EP from going out and doing things all day. Drop all those. I feel like I could bring the flares and throw them to scare off the wolves. You just stopped streaming. It was a good time. Surprised to see you so late. Yeah, it's rare that I get this late. But like I said, I was just really sleepy. It happens. Not the end of the world. I still streamed, and that's the important part. Naughties. But how did your stream go? Newsprint is used to start the fires, so I need at least the one. It went well. Feels good to be streaming again. Well, I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it then. You love Sasha, you're lying. Wait, what? Why are you lying? Why would you do this to me, Seiji? Whee! But hi, Seiji, I hope you're having a nice night. Worn work pants. If I remember, that's the stuff that's heavy. I think I put one in here already. Yeah, I put in one at that. No one lies on the internet. Who would just go on the internet and tell lies? Hi, Sunken. I hope you're having a nice night. You having a bad night because of you? You're still lying? Oh, okay. Well, I hope your night goes better because of me then. Naughties. The cattail heads can be used for starting the fire. I have an entire forest's worth of sticks here. Hi, ZPG. No, they just surf on the internet. That makes sense. Hi, Furball. How are you doing tonight? It's not like I like you. Lying again. Sundere. Sundere confirmed. Most of this other stuff still has to be kept. If I turn sideways like this, will they face the other direction? Nope. You're the Sundere? Nuh-uh. I mean, maybe a little, but who knows? You thought Samsha was a cute catboy? Nodders. You're doing good and had a good day. I am glad to hear it. You deserve amazing days. I never use the flares, and I could bring them to just throw and scare the wolves when they're annoying me. I guess I should have made the tea to improve my sleep for a while. Okay, eat the last of the deer meat, or I don't know if I have any left. I feel like that's the last. Yes, it was the last, but then I have the meat. Those things are still kind of high durability. Save here. First things first, I feel like I wanted to explore under the creek from that place. Map says to go back to, main quest says to go back to that dude. But for some reason, I want to explore this area. It's in my head because I passed by it before. I don't see any sticks around there. No, why would we listen to the main quest? That's just silly. I know, right? It's like, oh, this dude's dying. You better get back to him quick and give him the medicine. And I'm like, there's a whole map to explore. Excuse you? Sounds like they don't know how to play video games. I haven't seen like a single cave yet on this map. He'll be fine. Agreed. I'm not even going to worry about him. Less concerned about the big sticks that take time and cool me down over that time while I'm breaking them. Hi, Virchie. How are you doing tonight? Is the dying dude the lady friend we actually care about? No, then they're on their own. But I hope you're having a lovely evening. That is a very interesting hydrate emote of Minx. I would literally title it Drown. But you know what? If that's how she hydrates, she can do her just fine. And hi, Sinful. I hope you're doing well. We checked those things before. Yeah? You're watching horror movies? What movie are you watching right now? The Sasha is good though. I am just eepy. I was super sleepy. I didn't lay down. I normally lay down after dinner, but I didn't lay down for longer than I normally do. And that's probably the main reason that I started stream so late. Losing 9% of the water is peak hydration. Hi, Sunny. I saw you in Swifty's stream and they're lurking right now. I hope you're having a lovely night. Thanksgiving? That's a horror movie, question mark? Must be a really rough Thanksgiving then. It's been a bad day, but you're trying. I'm sorry to hear that. You deserve the most amazing of days because you are the most amazing of people. Nodders, I'm sure the day will pick up soon, even though it's almost over. And if it doesn't, we can just 1v1 it. We all know you hydrate by absorbing water through your skin. Isn't that what that one girl did in Metal Gear Solid 5? And that's the excuse for her being half naked? You might be able to do collab Saturday if interested. Absolutely interested. Is the wind dying down? No, it still seems windy. Can I hide from the wind behind this tree? I kind of want to cut this thing into logs. You think quiet breathed through your skin? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, quiet. But that was one of the excuses that Kojima used to have her be half naked, practically walking around in military gear and underwear. I mean, if it works. Should I start a fire just to get more wood? Logs? Use up all my heat doing this. At least he gave them effort of making up a reason. That is true. That takes 45 minutes. I'm gonna wait for this to break down or stop so I can break it down. Remember the Metal Gear Survive, how you had to purchase save slots and others? I never played Metal Gear Survive, actually. Or was that the addition to M Gear Solid 5, the online thing? Thank you for the head pat, Sinful. I'm supposed to be able to break it. Do I have to wait for even the embers to stop? Let the embers stop. Maybe I'll just have to move on and leave it. Because I'm wasting time and calories. Leave some sticks around in case I need them in an emergency. Actually, no. I'll just bring tons of wood with me. Collect everything. Loot goblin confirmed. Yeehaw! Meowdy partners. Cats are nature's goblins. Oh, that didn't even give me anything. I thought it might give you like a stick or such, but it kind of looks like it's just cleaning up the map. It was modeled after 5, but you wouldn't call it an extension because this was after they booted Kojima, you believe? Okay. Because yeah, I definitely didn't play that then. But that does seem scummy to make it that save slots, etc. cost money. Unless it's a free mobile game type thing, because then scummy practices like that with microtransactions are the name of the game quite literally. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Literally. Figuratively. Literally, figuratively. Tons of sticks there. But I wanted to go down to the river here and start from exploring from up top like this. Hi, chef. How are you doing tonight? I don't know if those crows circling mean there's a corpse there. Why? You know exactly why. Nope, nope, nope. Sasha's innocent. Sasha did nothing wrong. I'm literally over-encumbering myself by just picking up the junk. But I neurotically like taking everything. You're a sleepy, tired dude. You and me both. Yeah, you still buy the game for 30 USD? Not sure like what it was at launch. Oh, wow. Then yeah, that is definitely scummy. Mayari, thank you for the raid. I was lurking in your stream. It's the first time I've seen you live in a while. But thank you for the raid. It is great to see you. I hope you're having a lovely night. Before Furball can. Hi, Dead Nephilim. Hi, Hattori. Hi, Dreams in the Knot. Hi, Mayari. I hope you're having a lovely night. It's only been 2 months. 2 months too long. Excuse you? Mayari should be streaming literally every single day like me. For real, for real. Did you have you gone on that tour with your dance group yet? Because I remember that's something you were going to do for a while there. Hi, Darklight. I hope you're having a good night. Thank you for the follow. If you have not seen Mayari, I highly recommend her. She is absolutely wonderful and very pro-LGBT, and you would love to follow her. Nodders. Imagine it'd be a sugar rush. But yes, to anybody new here, I am very laid back. I'm not someone with wild reactions. I am just here to vibe, and I'm here literally every single night because I'm a NEET with no life. Nodders. I kind of want to break this. Let's see how much it kills me, because I'm going to run out of heat. Okay, not that much. This is a survival game, and it's all about managing temperature and calories and stuff like that as you explore and do the quests. But I am a greedy loot goblin, so I am constantly over-encumbered. Just like when I played Fallout. Sasha's consistent, scheduled, good vibe. It's true. You just bought this game, it looks fun. I'm definitely enjoying it. I can see it being boring to some people. I could see it getting too repetitive or too much a bit of micromanagement, but I'm enjoying the idea of surviving the world, having to set up fires here and there, etc., etc. This is the story mode, although I'm not really doing much of the story right now. I'm exploring. So if you do want to avoid minor spoilers, feel free to dip out. I will not be offended. You need to play this. You love some survival games? Yep. You can see in the bottom left, there's your temperature, which you wear different varying levels of winter gear to be able to stave off the cold and stay outside longer. You can light fires and pass time near them to get your heat back, or go into a house if there's one. which will only warm you up slightly, but it at least gets you out of the cold wind, etc. Sasha is a cute cat boy. You like to bully by being nice to them and make them show the beans. AKA toe beans. Have you seen Pray for the Gods before? I have literally never even heard of it, but I take it it's a survival game as well. I already have a bunch of stones to throw at the wolves, so I'm not too concerned with picking those up. This stuff is a tiny bit of food that never seems to decay, so I like taking up every single one of them. This sounds like you would die often in this game. I am playing on the hardest setting. There's like 3 settings, and one is for more the story mode, like, you know, you just want to vibe, enjoy the story, see what it's like. So you could definitely do that. You don't have to play it on the hardest setting like I am. I am just a bit of a glutton for punishment in games like this. You die often even on story modes. I'm gonna write a note for that down. Check out Pray for the Gods. I'll check it out on Steam after stream and see if it's my cup of tea. But yeah, there's a big map to explore, so at least on this setting, it takes a lot of micromanagement and planning with the things I'm bringing and stuff to go around and explore everything. There is some enemies like wolves and such. There's rabbits you can catch in snares, and you literally pick them up from the snare and then choose to snap their neck or not. So it is kind of grody in that you see them go crack. Be prepared for that. No worries if not, you know, different folks like different strokes. Yep. Sometimes the reeds are hidden in these things. I should get out of the wind and make a fire soon, because it's a very slowly dropping my HP. You sent some free games. I have played Borderlands 2 before, so I probably won't get it. I might just because it's the PC version, and that means it's moddable, etc. But I appreciate you doing that. Definitely in depth with the rabbit mechanics. The horrible squeak the rabbits make hurts your feelings. Hurts a lot more than their feelings. Cough, cough. I was right about those crows circling, meant there was a corpse there. And literally, oh, that looks like one of the prisoners that escaped from the previous map. Borderlands 2 on sale with DLC is worth, you'd say it. Without the DLC, I think it's just straight up free. They let me get crow feathers, but they haven't let me make arrows. Can I get out of the wind? Like, oh, there, the cliff is protecting from the wind. Oh, I can use the torch from before. Yeah, it's only $8.79 with the bundle. Your wallet yearns. Oh, you just realized we can't hear game? Oh my god, thank you. It has been 23 minutes. I literally made a note to myself. I literally made a note to myself earlier today that I split the audio for playing with quiet last night so that it could be louder. And so I have to mute those things. You just thought it was quiet? I mean, it absolutely is a quiet game, but there's music, etc. Like, it really is a quiet game, but there's sometimes a bit of dramatic music playing in the background, etc. So thank God Firmal noticed that, because 20 minutes of silence. Whoops. Okay, throwing system's muted, game is muted, Discord is muted, desktop audio is on. Poggers. Furball MVP of tonight. Win mod, nodders. I was all, huh, that's a quiet wind. I do have Accelerant, which would likely instantly complete this fire, or like within a second with no chance of failing, but eh.
Well, thank goodness for that.
If I'm gonna be waiting for an hour anyways, I don't think I have any meat, etc. Okay, that takes the 1 hour. Oh, I see what you mean by the music randomly coming in. Mm-hmm. Pass time on the water. Drink it. Just take it without cooking it fully, because the fire is about to fade. And plus, then I can always just use the purification tablets I found on them. Not waste my time. But yeah, I like exploring the entire map. Which is why I'm bothering to even go down here and look for things. I am a greedy loot goblin, and that will never change. I can explore on that side later. For now, I'm mainly interested in exploring the creek itself and that other side to the right. And like I said earlier, these things are only like 125 calories or 150 each, but they never seem to expire. So I can just keep them as like a permanent emergency resource. The house is still way down there. Healed the hypothermia risk. Well, I'm still only at 1/3 of my heat, so it's gonna come back pretty fast. Okay, no stuff in there. Like I said, mainly looking for the cattails. I'm so cold I'm warming up again. That's not a good sign. I'm almost at the point where I won't be able to move. I'm carrying so much stuff. Nicely in this game, stuff does not disappear. You can literally drop everything on the ground and come back for it later if you want. Thank you for the head pat. No, I still can sprint horribly slowly. This literally is food. Normally I don't find this many reeds, so I'm shocked that they're giving me these. You're the same in these games, you're a loot goblin? Yeah. Thank you for lurking, Jed. I hope you're having a nice night. There is 1 or 2 things I'll leave behind, like even here, I'm not picking up all the stones. Only time things disappear is if the condition is close to 0 and you put them in containers. Oh yeah, that's like food or stuff like that. Expire, things that can expire. Regular things like the sticks and wood, if you drop it on the ground, it won't disappear. So a random dead wolf. It has a ton of meat, but the question is it all rancid? You should make an anime eyes come for your point, Redeem. Anime eyes, question mark? Is that like that Eyes of Heaven thing, like with JoJo? The model gets dark, but the eyes stay brightly lit. Hi, Dyer. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are well. You were worried? Oh, that's true, because I started an hour late. I was just super sleepy. I went to lay down later than I normally do. It was nice to rest and not force yourself to stream. Nodders. Torch will only last not quite an hour late, only 45 minutes. Really? I thought it was like 50 or 54 by the time I actually started.
Come on.
The torch will only give it like 4 minutes of fire, but I'll drop some sticks in.
It worked.
Maybe you suck at time. Fair. Who needs time? Eat the wolf meat, which increases... I've never got the parasites from doing this. You're super excited for the new hunt. You're definitely going to buy the pass. I did see the thing you sent me with Fisk. Okay, so that a single pill purifies a liter of it. The skins actually look good from what you've seen. Awesome. Oh, and they sent an image. Oh, there's a new enemy type, the Brute.
Something's making me feel really tired.
Did I drink the water? No, I did not at all. Hi, Kaz. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good one. So I will have to drop stuff because I'm completely over encumbered. I only went like this far. Excuse me? I know I was hoarding everything, but wow. Let me go check that image. Oh, and is the Brute literally just the bear from the circus? Like, it's got its guts out, but it looks fairly similar. And yeah, the scoped gun is nice engraving on the scope itself. Wait, it didn't warm me up? Even though I slept for an hour? Excuse you?
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I wonder if my clothing is wet. Oh yeah, a lot of it is. That's a new mechanic I've been dealing with in the second map. I might just have to drop a bunch of stuff and make a break back for my base, because look at how my health is getting to. And that's mainly because I'm breaking stuff even without a fire nearby. I know there's wind blowing. I would like to think that this is under the wind enough. It didn't say protected from the wind. I'm just hoping it kind of pretends it is.
Come on. Damn. I'm freezing.
Use the accelerant after all.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Oh yeah, the wind is destroying it.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
This can't seemingly protect me from it. It looks like it's coming from this direction, but I don't know if that actually matters for the stuff.
Never felt so cold in my life.
For a second it said protected from wind. Hi, Seer. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good one. I did save before that rest and such, which would give me back some of my health if I reloaded. And maybe I should. OCD tells me I didn't like how that feels if I didn't click the proper one. More Night Rain grind, and Solstice just got it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, like this I still can run. I'm almost out of stamina, or the energy meter. Not just my stamina for running. Oh, there we go.
Feeling so drained.
Hi, Claus. How are you doing tonight? Everyone is in fact cool. I will pass that on for you. That wolf had meat on it, but I bet you it's at like 1% durability or whatever, like that other wolf was. Because it says it's completely frozen. You'd think the freezing would preserve the meat, but I guess it also causes like frostburn and makes it more inedible. Adjusting my model a tiny bit. Okay, this was before I ate the wolf meat. You can't see it on my head, but then it says, risk of intestinal parasites. Avoid eating carnivore meat from carnivores. Okay, this is protecting me from the wind.
Come on. It worked.
Oh, I don't have the herbal tea on me? I'm sleeping right next to the fire. And then, again, the heat is just gone instantly. I assume it's that the wind is somehow making the fire break faster than it says it will, or that it's coming from a different direction or something. It changes direction and then that screws up the fire, and that's why me sleeping out in the cold on a sleeping bag is a bad idea. On that note, I at least got a bit of energy back to sprint a little. And sprinting over.
Just lay down right here.
I don't know if sticks like that ever respawn, because I feel like I normally pick up every stick nearby that I see. She'd think these wouldn't have been here. We didn't see any wolves this time, though I guess I was mostly up at night. Or I mean during the day. And then I guess they're less active then. But if I had have dropped those stones, that could have freed up a bunch of weight. This literally just reminds me of Fallout 4. Sasha being over-encumbered, trudging back with the entire wasteland on his shoulders. It's all crafting material if you break it down. The house should be beyond that rock. And I can't just build a house anywhere. You can only find houses that are already out here, and then take up residence in them. Nodders. Any port in a storm. A snowstorm, technically. That looks freaky, because they look so paper thin. Yeah, I swear those sticks came back. We're getting there! The majority of my weight is already taken up by things like the gun weighs probably the biggest thing for 4.4 pounds. I should maybe drop it at home. Especially if I'm going out with the day where there's clearly no wolves. And then all the winter clothing I'm wearing weighs up like a quarter of my weight just straight up from that. But I can't really get around that because it saves me from the cold. It's almost nighttime, at least I can sleep through the night. You could go out naked? I could, and see how long it takes before I die. Hi, Ripper, how are you tonight? I'd probably be able to go like 20 feet and my heat would dissipate entirely. Not even 5 minutes outside and it's like, yeah, you got no winter gear. You guessing it'd be very quick, indeed. Hi, Phantom, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Why the brick? I click on Prime Gaming tab because it popped up, and literally Mordheim City of the Damned is there. I haven't heard of that game in forever. You just watched a very funny video on The Long Dark. Nice. Thank you for the head pat.
Nothing to drink.
Hey Sasha, hope you're having a good one. I am. I hope you are too. You've always liked the idea of a harsh environment and a warm cabin. The stark difference between the two. Hi, Tharsis. I hope you're having a nice night. I looted 38 of these cattail tinder heads. I didn't need the flare because I didn't bump into a wolf. I can bring a single flare with me, and I'll drop the stones, drop the gun for now. You saw PewDiePie play this ages ago. Does let you have your own home base? Kind of. You can't really decorate it. You can't build a base. You can't decorate the base. You can just take up residence in a random house you find, though, and start dropping all your stuff and doing whatever you want in there. I haven't played the survival mode, so I don't know if in the survival mode if it'll let you fix anything up, but I don't think so. I'm playing the story mode. Most of the weight is from those millions of sticks I'm carrying. $29 weight, down to 19. Links are sadly disabled in my stream, and I wouldn't want to watch something while I'm live streaming. I could be interested in watching it later on at night when I'm done with streaming, but yeah. Okay, drinking the soda. Do I actually want to boil anything? Okay, my character's literally exhausted. I'll try to get all my energy back. It'll probably be the end of nighttime here. Oh, all my food is downstairs. I remember the layout of the house, so from just using the lights of the windows, etc., I can basically figure out where I am. The sodas give a little bit of calories while doing drink. Though I feel like, as far as I know, these would literally make you thirsty and lose hydration. Oh, it won't let me drink even though it gives calories. Crackers dehydrate. That hydrates again. Where is the granola bar? I was like, why is it not letting me go up the stairs? Oh, my internet's being dumb. I need to reload the internet on my laptop because I can't see chat. Okay, good. Maybe I will bring out my lantern for a sec. Or wait, is that the... No, it's not. It is. Why can I select it? Okay, bandages, a little bit of wood. The first aid thing. Got the water. I do have a high durability axe for when this one breaks. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Raffle! The reishi, I think, is like antibacterial or whatever. It's the rose hip that cures pain. Oh, I think I was going to sleep for 1 or 2 more hours. Are you on misery mode? I don't know what the mode is called. I picked the third option, the hardest setting. But it's story mode. It's almost daytime. I can cook that dirty water. Actually, why eat that if I can eat these things? Okay, it's almost daytime, so the wolves Shouldn't be too much of a big deal. I'm gonna sprint towards where I was exploring the river and taking all those cattails. We'll also see if that wolf, dead wolf on the river can be harvested for meat that can be cooked at all. It's not safe to jump down. Bring 1 or 2 rocks just in case I can throw them at a wolf if it does show up. Because it is still a little dark out. I am getting low on food, but I have so many bullets I can easily take the gun to an area with a deer and then have food for the next 2 days. The plus by my heart makes me think that I am going to slowly heal health as long as I stay high on food and water. Let's go back to my normal colors. Haven't seen any more of those trees with the old man's beard lichen. Like I said, never been able to use that. What is it called? Magnifying glass. As has been proven, deer provide overwhelming quantities of meat. Yeah, like 10 kilograms alone. Have you heard anything on episode 5 coming out? I have not. Because that's supposed to be the last episode, right? I think I'm in episode 3.
That did it.
3 minutes. Hi, Waffle Cat. How are you doing tonight? Okay, there's 6 minutes left. There is still big wood up here. But I'll leave it for now. Big wood. I knew someone would say something. Big wood's in the house. No, no. Unless... No, no. You're doing good.
Thank goodness.
Did you dry your clothes? No, but thankfully it dried on its own next to the fires, and all the time spent resting at home. Hi, Phantom. How are you tonight? The clothing will dry if you're inside, very slowly, and I guess me sleeping for like 8+ hours probably did that. I have so many sticks, I'm not concerned about picking up the ones I spend time breaking. Crows are circling somewhere. You chillin'? That's good to hear. In case we see a wolf. I think I explored these reeds here. And there's the dead wolf there that I'll check if it has... Or I thought it was there. Did the wolf disappear, maybe? I wonder what killed the wolf, now that I think of it. You can take it off and put it next to the fire to dry faster as a heads up. Yep. I think we did that in yesterday's stream at one point. River northern access. Okay, not seeing any reeds. Not worried about the stones. I guess I literally got the last of the reeds in that area when I stopped. I think you're in episode 2. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Episode 1, I think, was short. I think it was the tutorial. I could be wrong, but I think it was the tutorial. Then episode 2 was Milton, and then episode 3 is this valley. Either starvation or disease, probably, unless there's a moose roaming about. But I absolutely could be wrong, so don't at me on that. Nope, okay, well then that just means I got even more story to play, so thumbs up to that. At Sasha, question mark? Did you say something I missed? You'd assume a bear would have eaten the meat, you'd think, but then again, they just might not have programmed something like that. You didn't at me on that? It said at Sasha Kineko. Episode 3 is you play as the girl. Gasp, that's a spoiler. Please avoid such things. I mean, I assumed you might play at her at some point, but yeah, I wouldn't talk about future chapters. All good, it happens, you didn't mean to. Okay, so we're going all this way along the river. I added you on something else. It was a dumb joke. You have 1 brain cell right now. Oh, and there's reeds again. At least in the light you can see these really stand out. The ad starts in 3 minutes. It will be anywhere up to 3 minutes long, could be less. I know that's disgusting, but it's the only way to be pre-roll free, so I apologize in advance. I see the dead person there. It almost looked like a gun beneath him. But no. And it's another one of the prisoners. Kinderplug. I'm surprised there wasn't a prisoner, like, in the dam. Convict journal entry. Personal writings of anonymous convict written on those loose pages that were hidden in his bag. They got me set up with the usual hard cases, nothing I haven't seen before, but this place feels like the end of some kind of road. Have to find a way back anyhow. Storms out this way are worst I've seen. Days go by with the same wind blowing. They packed us away. Pop. Froze us up out here. Too cold to work. Just thinking all the time. Stuck with what I've done. Hi, Quiet. How are you tonight? I hope your matches are going well. I saw it say that you were playing Hunt Showdown. Just started, so we'll see. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Like, subscribe, and follow A Quiet Sigh at twitch.tv. Nodders. The Sasha seal of approval. Seal cat confirmed. Thank you, Sasha. No problem. Thank you for being you. Oh, hi, Kuro. Bye, Kuro. His almost nightly routine of coming in through the French doors, looking me in the eyes, walking through the side door, and just leaving. Just coming to check on me, make sure stream's going good. It's fine. Crows are still circling. I don't know if that's because there was that. That's probably because that's the corpse of the convict. I don't think that's a new corpse. Hi, Oblique. How are you doing tonight? I hope you've been well.
Too cold to think.
Then don't turn off your brain. No thoughts, head empty. Hi, how you doing? Good? That is good to hear. Good is in fact good, contrary to popular belief. Why is popular belief that good isn't good? Heck if I know, we live in a messed up world. I tell ya what. Ooh, I haven't found the rosebuds in forever. What is the mission you are on now? I went to the dam and I got the medicine. I'm supposed to go all the way back to the southwest corner to give the medicine to the dude who's on his deathbed, but I wanted to explore more, so I've literally just been looting the map. Fox is always empty, that's your secret. And hi, Lust. But yes, I am doing good. I actually made burgers for dinner tonight. I barbecued, which was nice. Well, burger, I know, right? So that was good. And then I was up helping my mom clean the house and stuff like that, so I stayed up longer than I normally do. And that's why I decided at like 9:30 I finally laid down. I'll often lay down at like 8 or something.
Thank goodness for that.
And that's why I slept into stream time, but cannot say, but you wanted to show your support. I appreciate it. If you are working, do not work too hard. They don't deserve you at your best. Teardrop. But thank you for always stopping by. There's a random rope going up there. Enjoy your night in stream. You enjoy your night too if you can. I say if because work and all that. Teardrop. I'm gonna save so that I can reload if the wind changes. Nope, it didn't. I still have all my heat. Okay, let's see if this leads somewhere. Like a secret area. Another person followed your Twitch. You don't even stream very much. That's awesome to hear. I can't shift climb to go faster, but I am dropping in stamina as I do this. If you do, you'll get a notification. Gasp! Oh, and then there's another one over there. Well, I saved at the bottom. I can always reload back to the bottom if need be. That tree looks like it's hollowed out or something. It is, neat. Summit soda, firewood, candy bar. Thank you for the hydrate, Amaranth. I hope you're having a lovely night. Oh, look at it, Sasha. It is, verily and forsooth, my lady. Tips Fedora. Then people are just going to squint at me and be like, what you doing talking about Fedora? I do not indeed own a Fedora. Remember to posture check too? Oh, I did not see that redeem. I'm waiting to see if I get more stamina back. Stamina is not seemingly going up. Oh, is it because I'm low on sleep? I might fall to my death here. I don't know if that's how it works. I'm about to run out of stamina. Well, I'm still climbing, just super slowly. Hi HD, I need a bite emote just so I can spam it back at you. Whee! Here, there it is. Thank you. Streamer law. I cannot posture or drink until people tell me to with redeems. Oh, I was right. You do start falling eventually.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
It is streamer law, that's true. It's too windy up here to start a fire. RCMP will come get you if you break it. Oh no! RCMP mentioned Canada! Failed start the fire.
Didn't that work?
I might be able to start it in like the middle of this broken tree, which doesn't seem like a good idea, but you'd think that would protect you from the wind. What about the hollow tree? Yep. At very least it'll protect me from the wind, but it looks like it might protect the area altogether. And I did cut down 1 or 2 logs. You're in an actual survivor set that you want to do is make it in a hole. Hop on what? I saw you playing Helldivers, and I almost messaged you so I could literally be like, excuse me? You should be catching up on gacha games rather than doing Helldivers. What the heck, Onion? This is why you miss out on Primojams. But I hope you're having a nice night, Onion.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Cardathia in 5 days? I'm not sure I've heard of that. Well, you see, yes, I do actually see I'm not blind, surprisingly. That drink's at 2%. I wonder if it'll make me sick. Oh, it's a character in Wuwa. I played Wuwa for like a month after launch, and then I have not touched it since. I think Onion plays it, though. Am I allowed to speak of streamer moments? Go for it. You always have my permission to, Onion. Onion was streaming literally earlier today. No joke, for real. And his stream title said something like, playing with my feet. And I called him out on it, 100%. Also, yes, you reinstalled it about 2 weeks ago, which is exactly when you started messaging me about it.
I'm getting weaker.
Okay, there's a cave up here. Quiet's playing Hunt again! You like waifus? I'm guessing you also like husbandos with square glasses. Nodders. I'm gonna buy square glasses literally just because of that. You are the waifu? Oh snap. Waifu wars! Fight. You like sashas? As you should. If you didn't like sashas, I'd literally be confused why you're in my stream. I'd be like, are you just a hater, question mark? I'm over encumbered, but that's because I'm exhausted. I think the house is literally right there. Yep. I know that cave had all that stuff at the start. And I might be able to just walk down the hill here and try not to break my legs. You were invited by someone named Reaver EX for Helldivers? Okay. Nice, nice, nice. So that's why you were diving earlier. Oh, it says I'm not losing heat up here. Swifty, thank you for the raid. How are you doing tonight? I was lurking in your stream. I told Sunny that earlier. I was like, I saw you, Sunny. I saw you. God dang it. I was literally just about to type out the shoutout, stealing my shoutouts. But thank you, thank you. I hope you had yourself a lovely night. I hope you enjoyed the game. Also, Dire started up, so I have to go check in to her stream. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the raid. I wholeheartedly appreciate you. I hope you're having a lovely night. Sunny mentioned earlier that she might be able to collab on Saturday, so I might be able to bug her to play Repo, so I'm not sure if you'd be up for playing something like that. I hope you're well. I've risked raiding into you. I have missed you too. I'm sorry that I don't get many chances. Sorry. Ignore it. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. I need the calories. Hi, terribly amiss. How are you doing tonight? Literally snapping a rabbit's neck live on stream. It's a survival simulator. I need to survive. I do not feel good about it. I will say that much. I mean, you're a cat. It tracks. That's true. Since I'm not losing any heat here, I might be able to just sleep without a fire. It might degrade my clothing a little, but that's fine. Who needs clothing? That's so funny, you were actually about to come watch them and then you raided them. That's hilarious. Also, hi Cryofox. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're alright. It's a fox. It is! I didn't know that you knew Swifty. Highly recommend. Go check Swift Entropy out. They have an absolutely amazing voice. A very sleep-deprived Foxo who's struggling to sleep. Tragic. At least this game is easy to sleep to. Not a lot of noise. Ragged combat pants? Jerky, baseball cap, soda, rabbit snare, campfires burned out, book. Oh, and it doesn't even tell me anything. Swifty and Wisty are both amazing. Pog. I haven't seen Wisty in a while. Okay, I'm gonna save before sleeping, just because. Hi, Kuro. Oh, are you gonna come here, buddy? Come here, Kuro. Can you meow for stream, Kuro? Good boy. Good boy. I'll let you go right away. That's my black cat, Kuro. He's the super friendly cat. Our other cat is a calico, and she's a bit of a B-word, like I'm not even going to lie. You wish to talk to Wisty more, or you're just too scared and self-conscious about annoying people and hate asking to talk to them? Well, Wisty's always been a very nice girl. I've met her on several occasions. I feel like she would be totally cool with talking with you. Oh, now we're starting to lose heat, and so I can't just sleep outside without the fire. In every Monster Hunter game you play, you name your Palico Calico. I've only played one Monster Hunter game. It was definitely good, but just not entirely my type, which is why I haven't played the others. Liked it, but didn't love it. She's very nice. You're just like that with everybody. 100% understandable. It doesn't look like there's anything like hidden outside here. It literally looks like it is just the trees, etc. I want to cut the wood for logs, but I also know I'm going to run out of energy and the cold's probably going to kill me. Oh, it's too dark. And I don't want to use up all my light from my lantern. The question is, can I just slowly make my way down here without breaking my lag? Because my character is carrying so much weight. If it was later, you try and figure out exactly where you are. It was by the mountaintop, Lake Overlook. Legs are overrated. I feel like they most certainly are not. Legs are rated very highly for important reasons. We're home! Clothing is wet but should dry off. There's something you can craft to reduce the chance of a sprain and make you walk faster in snow, but this is story mode, so it's probably not in. Yeah, sadly. There's so much stuff you can't craft in story mode. Once I beat the story, I might try one playthrough for a bit of the survival mode and see what it's like and all the stuff you can craft and how it works. Imagine if you could accidentally light houses on fire in this, that would be messed up.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Stockpiling everything. Wish he's one of the few people whose voices can help you sleep. I was like, yeah, that hat's not going to protect against anything. Literally just a baseball cap. Interloper Sandbox is so much worse. Although, is it only worse because you reduced that one setting you mentioned? Because I think you said you changed it so that stuff doesn't respawn as much, etc., which I can see causing huge issues. Cabin fever is very annoying. You disable it most of the time in custom games. Oh, like if you spend too much time in your cabin, you start going squirrely. I have heard about that in real life, etc. No, you just use interloper settings. I haven't needed the can opener in a while. I should have eaten the herbal tea before. I could prepare that rose stuff, because it's the painkiller. I only have one tinder plug. Because it's permanent interloper after the first time it happens, if you spend more than 24 hours inside, it will happen again. I should check my clothing. 67, 62. One or two of it could be repaired. Hi, Minerve. How are you doing tonight? Cattails are the goat. Yep. I was thinking of doing water. A fire starter as an emergency food. Wake up at 3 AM for the second time. Wokage! No, Sasha, it's a Wokage! Wokage. Leader of the Hokage of the Hidden Woke Village. Pop, pop, pop. That sounds so silly, but I have to say it every time.
Damn it.
In an onion, it is. And that same onion streamed earlier today. No joke, for real, for real. Everyone should check them out because of that.
Come on. Turned out pretty well.
Okay, so 1 hour. $25 minutes. Oh, I was going to... I'm an idiot. You know what this redeem does? Why? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, all this stuff is dried off. It takes 2 cloth and 51 minutes. Cheshire, you're having a Discord GIF crisis? How so? So it would be 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I think the 50 minutes would be too much. You haven't found a new GIF arc yet? Eventually you will. I believe in you, Onion. Okay, I repaired my clothing. The Ragged combat pants. I do have to cut up that rabbit. You also picked Gladisealant and Lycan Engine? Oh, okay. Nice, nice, nice. So that is in now. If you keep having problems with things getting wet, wearing high waterproof clothing on the exterior helps. I've tried doing that for a couple pieces, but most of the things I found didn't have high waterproof. One or two had like 30%, something like that. I should sleep for energy first. Okay, I know there were a bunch of rabbits over here. Maybe I should check for the, what is it called? I should go do the quest with the save the dude. I know the deer was also over there, but I didn't bring the gun. That actually might be worth doing, because I am low on food. If you want, he's fine. We'll run west. I'll put down those rabbit snares just because food is getting more scarce. They're not giving me as much canned and processed food as the previous map. This one's more wild. And if I see a deer, bang. And before you miss the deer and it runs off, I likely will save before shooting for that exact reason. The gun is a little wonky. I had to shoot multiple times to get a proper hit on it before. And when you shoot, the snow just absolutely explodes. You remember that when you were saving and reloading to get a Gross? I don't know what that stands for. Oh, a grasp on it. I thought it was like an acronym that I just wasn't used to. I do have a bunch of wood and some stuff that I left at the very beginning of the game at the hunter's house. But his is so far away in the corner that I didn't actually want to use it later on. Oh, this is the place. points in people's streams. Right over there was the first... I guess that's the boundary of, like, the draw distance for the map. For a second, I thought I was seeing some wonky creature way up in the sky, and I was like, wait a second. Something seems off here. Have you tried crouching and being downwind from wolves? Yes, there's a proper scent system in the game. I have not, but I did notice the scent before because it mentions here above you. And if you're bleeding, it goes to like max. Okay, there is an elk there, or a deer. Sorry, not an elk. The rabbits are over there. Oh, there's 2 deer. Hi, Banana. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are well. Lame. I'm playing on the hardest setting, so I'm save scumming if I need to. You can distract the rocks by growing rocks? Well, I don't think you can distract them, but you can scare them off by throwing rocks at them. If it hits close enough to them, it's a chance they'll run away. Okay, that was on purpose, almost a miss. Oh, there's tons of them. Okay, 2 bullets is fine. I know the rabbits were around here. Oh, did I not pick up the traps to bring them? Nope, looks like I didn't. Oh well. The bean tax. The bean tax. Oh, this one isn't as fat. It only has 8.9 kilograms instead of 10. Oh, and there goes all the... Eventually the... What is it called? Heat. And if they don't know you're there and they hear the noise of the rock, they'll go investigate. Oh, like that. Okay, good to know. Tons of wood here that I didn't break. That guy better not ask for his gun back. I swear to God, I will just shoot him with it if need be.
Just want to lay down.
Oh, thank you for rescuing me. I can get back to bang. No. Okay, only slightly over encumbered. Getting really close. Just tell him you dropped it running from a bear. Exactly. He'd be mad, but he'd understand. Just tell him there's a bear out there with a gun now. He'll never leave his house again. Have you seen the auroras yet? They are so pretty. I've literally not seen it yet in-game. I haven't seen it in real life either. Well, fun times. Caught a customer trying to pass off a couple of fake $100 bills. Oh, snap. I take it $100 is when you have to start actually checking them? Or is it when they're $50 that you start checking them more thoroughly? Because I'd assume with like $20 bills, they're so common you wouldn't bother. And did you call them out on it, like call the cops? Or did they just pretend they didn't know? We even checked 20s, wow. I thought I had stuff on the outside here. There we go. This is Canada though, that's true. He got up fast.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's smart. Take it easy. Pretty banged up. Probably a bit delirious, too. I just gave you a shot of some heavy antibiotics. Might feel funny for a while, but it'll help. You're gonna need some time to recover. Time? You don't have time.
I wonder if he'll ask me for the radio parts I found.
It's important. Message. You mean to your friend? Asking for medical help? Never mind that. Help me up so I can look at the radio. Let's see if the parts...
You would too if someone stabbed a needle in your arm. True, just randomly. You told them they're fake. Either he's a good actor or he legit didn't even think to check himself. Okay.
That's a military shortwave, isn't it? Maybe.
He stole it.
I know a bit about radios. It's not like any surplus I've ever seen. Damn it. Well, parts look fine. So, whatever's wrong with the radio goes deeper than that. What could it be? Something to do with the power. Fuses. Transformers, maybe.
I looted radio parts at the dam.
Problems to deal with first. Who's out there? Hunting us. He's a smart old bastard. He'll keep us from getting out, getting supplies, finding help. Eventually, he'll either get us or starve us out. Ah! I gotta lay down. Help me back to the bed.
Bring Jeremiah back from near death. Oh, he's called Jeremiah. Which was sus, given they were too small, the wrong color, had no texture, and said for motion picture purposes only on top. Then that's absolutely suspicious. Damn.
The dam was pretty busted up, like you said. The place was cracked open by the quake years ago and never recovered. It was already half dead at the time. Meaning? The dam dates back to the 60s. Industrialists from the mainland wanted to use it to power a mining town he was planning to build. But the bottom fell out of the price of coal, and he had to abandon those plans. Some fool tried to get it running again in the 80s. But then the forest talkers got involved, and that was the end of it. Pretty sure the Quakes finished the job once and for all.
Forest talkers.
So, who are the forest talkers? Eco-terrorists. Activists, some call them. Depends on who you talk to, I guess. Why are they out here? Well, they've been active for years. They come and go. Mostly here to throw a wrench in the works for a variety of resource projects, mining, forestry mainly. They want Great Bear to remain a pristine wilderness.
You want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know. Yeah, I would honestly think if they're that bad that he was trying to pass it off and hoping what he can get away with.
This is the way of the world. You have something they want. Take it. Nothing much you can do to stop it. Well, judging by what I saw in the dam, I'd say the forest talkers are still active. Well, that's good news for you. Keep your eyes open for supply caches they might have left behind.
Surroundings. Blue must be objective.
Tell me anything about where we are. Well, this whole area takes its name from Mystery Lake nearby. It's kind of a wilderness preserve, though you wouldn't know it from the logging trucks. Not much around there, apart from some lake cabins that'll be locked up for the season. You've already seen the dam. Railroad passes through the area. Trains come through once in a while.
Good night, sinful, sweet dreams.
The whole area's mostly You gotta understand. The collapse destroyed Great Bear. There's nothing here to stay for. Meet anyone out here? Chances are they're hiding from something.
Such as him.
Someone. Why are you here? I have my reasons.
He tried in the middle of a rush too, so got called out in front of like 5 other customers. If it's a rush, I doubt it was an accident. That's literally what I was thinking too. I was like, he's probably hoping that because there's all those people behind him that you're not going to notice or you're going to ignore it. I legitimately, I'm not even kidding, I likely would tip off the police about that. I wouldn't straight up accuse him of doing it, but I would file like a report with the local police department and say, hey, there's a guy who looks like this, tried to pass this stuff off, acted like it was an accident. But if this happens at any other local places, just know we've got security footage of him I can provide. Like, literally would be my thinking. The bear.
What's this unfinished business between you and the bear?
Me and the old bear. Every time we meet, we make a little trade.
What do you trade?
Each other's blood, mostly.
Sounds like a losing proposition.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. For one of us.
Woman? Oh yeah, my friend.
The main reason I'm out here is I'm looking for someone.
You won't find too many people out here. That's kind of the whole point.
This is someone important to me. A woman. She may have passed through here a few days ago.
Oh, you can move furniture around so you can decorate? That's awesome to hear. I thought you wouldn't be able to.
Through the tunnel leaving Milton. Then I'm not sure.
Well, the roads from Milton don't lead this way. Wherever she's headed, you'll have to cross the mountains to find her. Not an easy path, even for the most experienced outdoorsman.
I'll do whatever it takes.
You won't get far with that bear on the prowl.
You sent your boss a heads up. We know the guy, and he knows we banned his brother for trying to pull the same thing a couple years ago. Yeah, it gets more suspicious by the moment. Oh, your brother was banned for trying to pass off fake notes. Now you're trying to pass off fake notes. I mean, has anyone else in town ever tried to do that? Or literally just him and his brother? Sus!
What we need is to get my radio up and running, so we can find out what the hell is going on.
Small town things.
There, senior friend.
Perseverance Mills.
The woman I'm looking for. She might be on her way to a place called Perseverance Mills. You know it?
Shit Nothing Town, north part of the island.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I know it.
We were on our way there. My passenger and I. When we crashed. I need to find a way to get there. Or contact her. See if she's alright.
Sure she's alive?
Yeah.
Sus, and not the fun kind, of course.
Normally I'd make some calls on the old shortwave. Whole area's been damn quiet since those lights in the sky. And the wildlife's acting strange. But I might have an idea.
Strange? Is that their excuse for the wolves attacking?
The wildlife's acting strange.
You live out here long enough, you get a sense for the patterns in nature. Right now, the patterns are broken. Critters aren't behaving the way they should. It's like they're spooked or something. Not
Another thing in Interloper Sandbox, auroras happen more often and things get interesting to say the least.
The best way I can say it is, things don't feel right.
It makes sense to me. I've heard of things like farmers talking about how when a tornado comes, it's honestly safer to just let your horses out wild and go rescue them after. The horses are smart. They can almost sense when it's coming, when there's a change in the pressure of the air, and they will literally run off and try to find a ravine or somewhere they can hide in to get away from it. So I wouldn't be surprised these animals can sense something with that geomagnetic disaster happen. They have no idea what's going on. They're freaking out, hiding, getting aggressive, whatever.
What do you have in mind?
Well, it's a long shot. But I may know how we can find out about your friend.
I'm listening.
is shortwave. I use it to keep an ear open for what's going on.
So how do we get the radio working?
There's no reason I can see why it shouldn't be working.
What about more parts? Or another radio?
I have the parts.
We might find another radio. But I think I have a better idea. Problem is, it's no use with the old bear out there.
Oh, I think there's a radio tower up north.
Radio. And our survival is through that bear.
We didn't go to it, but from the tower, I feel like we saw a radio tower. I'm ready.
Okay. So we have to deal with the bear. But you're half dead, and rifle shots don't seem to do much. So...
That's because the old bear is special.
No, you're special.
I've been hunting and trapping for years, and I've shot a lot of bears. But I've never encountered anything quite like him. Special bear like that needs special...
Nitro ammo. I'm kidding.
magic?
Don't worry, I'm not delirious. I don't mean literal magic, but we need the old knowledge.
Temptation to spoil the stories there because it's so cool, but you won't. I appreciate it.
There's an old story, local legend maybe, about one of the original settlers of this place, Spence. Story goes something like this. Spence shows up and sets up his claim shanty with his young family in tow. For generations, the family had been traders in the Hudson's Bay Company. Old voyageur stock, they say. Hard people.
Hudson Bay's actually shutting down from what I've heard.
A bear shows up and menaces the homestead. Spence takes a shot at the bear, but it doesn't seem to do anything. The bear wanders off, but Spence's wife, she takes a turn, slips into fever. For days, delirious, she screams about the bear. Local doctor can't do a thing for her, neither can the priest. A week later, a hired hand goes missing, and they find him. Just a body. Ravaged. Spence fears for his wife and kids. He's convinced some evil bear spirit is trying to kill them. Revenge for some slight in the past, maybe. Something in the family history. Spence gets some men together for a hunting party. They go out into the muskeg and track something big for days. Eventually corner it. It's a big son of a bitch. Biggest bear they'd ever seen. Man-killer. Story goes, they empty their rifles into the bear and it just walks away. Like it's made of stone. They call it the demon bear after that. Wife's dying now. Spence believes the bear's evil spirit is killing her. Eating her soul.
Her soul.
Can't get anyone to join him on another hunting party. They know rifles don't work. So he forges a spear. Like a boar spear, but bigger. From some old Hudson's Bay trapper's wisdom, apparently. He goes out into the muskeg, disappears for days. And then one morning, the wife's fever breaks. But nothing from Spence. Some men go out looking for him, and they find him. Half dead. Blood all over him. Body torn almost in two. The bear's work. The last thing he says is, "Spear stole the bear's soul. My wife is now free." And then he's gone.
Spear stole the bear's soul?
So, did he kill the bear?
Nobody knows. Never found a carcass. They buried Spence, took the spear back and hung it over the mantelpiece in the Spence homestead. Never saw that bear. Or any other. Again. Years later, after the Spence family faded to obscurity, wealthy land baron bought the spear to hang in his hunting lodge.
Is that the lodge I'm literally in right now?
That story, I imagine.
So, do you believe it? The story of...
Maybe the teleporting bear is an unusual activity. I mean, if it's a demon bear, maybe not.
No, of course not. I might spend all my time alone in the wilderness, but I'm not crazy. But the old stories sometimes have truths hidden in them. Spence might have been superstitious, but he had the right idea. 10 inches of cold, hard steel might do what a bullet can't. I'm convinced.
I was gonna say, is the spear made of like lead or silver or something and poisons the air?
Spear if we're gonna survive the winter. The old hunting lodge is still there. A couple of days' journey south. Follow the tracks the other way, through the muskeg, and you'll find it.
You like this guy?
Spear's there. Get it.
If you like him so much, why don't you marry him?
And the radio?
You deal with the bear. Let me worry about the radio. Now, let me rest.
You don't know about if you can find in the story, but there's special variants of some items. I have not seen a special variant of anything yet, so I'm guessing that's not story mode. Oh, the hunting lodge, I have to go through there. There are a few special versions of the hunting rifle. Here's all my stuff from the beginning of the game. I kind of want to bring it all with me.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
I can still move with this for now. They are rare, you've only found one. That stuff I dropped at the start of the game. Or the start of the map, I should say. It's still storming and nighttime. Gonna sleep in this man's hut, fair enough. He's my buddy, it's fine. Wait, that didn't actually weigh much. Like, will these things fade outside, I wonder? There's one of every each on the map in all difficulty except Interloper, no gun spawn in Interloper. Okay, I'll put some stuff back. And I can carry it all next time. Still can't run. That lets me run. Not fast, but... Sprint! The only difference in the item is how it looks. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got all that deer meat I have to cook now. Oh, face cat winded down. Meat. Once more, yes. We killed that deer before going to the dude's place. You cannot hit enter early day. It's a rite of passage in the community to find them all. Neat. But so they want me to go through like the tunnel down there now. And I feel like there's another map, because when I click Mystery Lake here, don't spoil anything, but when I click Mystery Lake here, there's this place with a radio tower, and he's talked about the Muskeg, and a broken railroad with a maintenance yard. So I assume I'm going to rotate between those maps doing this dude's quest. I haven't even gone that far, despite using my stamina. And I hear a rapper in the distance.
Sashuk 10 boop, Sashuk 10 boop, Sashuk 10 boop.
Yes, I did mute for doing something with the chocolate bar wrapper. If it's something for sandbox mode, then maybe you shouldn't, because I probably am going to try the survival sandbox mode after. Drink a bunch of water to wash down the chocolate. I kind of wanted to stop to cut down the wood, but... Zoom. Shesh, you're gonna spoil something for you. Is it that this game is long and dark? Spoiler, Emperor Palpatine is evil. No, he's not. He promised to resurrect Padme. A bad person wouldn't do that. What are you talking about, Amaranth? Unbelievable. Okay, but what if I don't tell you where it is? You know what? Yeah, sure. Go for it. As long as you don't tell me where it is. Then the item itself won't be a surprise, but at least I'll have no idea where it is. He's just misunderstood. I have to spend a bunch of time cooking meat now. Yeah, I did leave the traps there like I thought. Okay, none of it was leftover food from there. There's a bunker that's filled with survival equipment and very well hidden. Oh snap. Little.
That didn't work.
I waste the match, but thankfully I don't waste the tinder, etc. Everyone here is cool, and I will pass that on to the entire stream for you.
Come on.
That's surprising that twice in a row. It says it's a 70% start chance. I could use the accelerant, but why bother? It's full with flare guns, food, water, whatever you'd need. And it's where one of the special items have a chance to spawn because there's multiple around the map. Okay. It only takes 10 minutes. Put away the gun for now. The simple tools for fixing stuff. The military rifle looks so cool compared to the dinky wooden one. Twelve matches up there, 21 here, 36 here. There's also a decent base location in some situations. That would make sense. Because if it's a bunker, you'd think it was like completely protected. Okay, they both have some fuel left in them. I might scrap some of those for cloth. Each bunker is random and can be empty as well. I feel like that's probably not something in the story mode then. Minutes. The antibiotics expire eventually. The old man's beard does not. Only negative being you have to constantly have a light and there is no fireplace. That is a huge downside, I feel, then. And you found one the first time, you were so happy. Then you got dunked on by a bear. Big oof. But hey, that's the long dark for you. Sure seems that way. Sleep 1 hour at a time. That's just life for you. Yep, you try to do what you want and then a bear mauls you out of nowhere. Hashtag relatable. Hashtag thug life. Your electrical nerd need has a stroke anytime you look at the power lines in the game because they make 0 sense. Sasha knows all about getting randomly dunked by bears. Excuse you? I forgot I didn't have enough for this stuff.
Come on.
Not the bear!
That did it.
Okay. Cook that. Even that gives a little bit of calories, which is nice. I'm going to internet my laptop because it's being done. I should have put away the fuel. Mm, 0.06. Drink that. You come back from ads to googly eyes. Indeed, it's a fairly cheap redeem. It only lasts for like 1 minute though, because it's horrifying. Horrifying. As you should. Okay, so we didn't explore up here. So that's what I'm going straight back to. Hi, Peregrine. How are you doing tonight? You know what's really horrifying? No. I was gonna make a joke about something dark, but no. I don't know. What is so bad? The spork hath gone to bed, and I shall follow, but you pop in to say hi. Hi to you. I'm good. How are you? I am good too. Definitely enjoying this game. I've been playing it like every day for the past week. It's very slow at times, but I like the little survival grind. But I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. There we go, that's horrifying. It just looks like I have huge bags under my eyes. Women are scary. Women are scary. Men can be scary too. Even small animals can be scary. I mean, have you seen... Oh, I don't even know what it is. There's this little groundhog type thing, and it's from like India or somewhere like that. And its defensive posture is it'll like jump forward at you and it'll hold its hands and legs out and just be like, even though it's like, 4 inches long, etc. You played once, but you never got out of that slow bit. Anyways, have a good rest of your stream. Thank you. You have a lovely night. Okay, I put away my flares. It was daytime, so I didn't think I'd encounter the wolves. You ever seen a red panda try and attack someone? I haven't seen it try and attack someone, but I've definitely seen red pandas, and they are absolutely adorable. Okay, there's no reeds left over here. Grab all the stones for wolf attacks. I did get away from the wolf at least. I think this is where that rope up to the top was. Okay, I have enough stones now. I want to run up and check this area up here. They just stand up on their hind legs and hold their paws up and fall forward. It's adorable. You just looked up red panda attack stance. Yeah. So they just stand up and go, ah! And then you're like, oh my god, you're so adorable. And they're like, no, I'm ferocious. They try to be scary, but they're just too sweet and fluffy. The first image is 2 red pandas doing it to each other. It's great. They're just standing up, facing each other off. I wonder how they feel about it. Like, do they actually think they're intimidating when they do it to each other? So then they're like, oh snap, which one of us is gonna sit back down, finish standing up first? You should look at wombats, they're funny. I've definitely seen wombats before. You just put in general and you're scored with no context because it's such a good image. Huh, opening up my phone. Yeah, I think I may have even seen that actual exact picture. I didn't know that was like their attack stance, though. They're just trying to be as intimidating as they are, but it's adorable. Birch bark. Birch, please. Shusha, that sounded unsay-so. I don't know what you're talking about. Foxes scream at each other. They do. If you want to chuckle, look up the video of a fox stealing a girl's cell phone. There was a girl working at like a sanctuary or something like that, and she puts her camera down and wants to do yoga in front of it. Fox picks up her phone and just makes a break for it, and you can hear her panting as she chases after the fox, and the fox is like snickering to itself. It's going like as it runs away. Okay, there's logs up here, but nothing interesting. Save a fox, you think? Esme the fox? You know that's Save a Fox? Oh, okay, I didn't know, like, the name or anything. I just know I'd seen that video, like, over a year ago, and I've watched it once or twice since, just because it was so cute. There's not a fox noise that doesn't make me want to pet them. What if they growl? What if they go... I don't think they actually growl, but I don't know. They could. If they do, I bet it's a cute growl and not a very intimidating one. I like this mellow music. I'm actually surprised people haven't domesticated foxes yet, though I think some people are trying to. I guess it's because they weren't as useful for hunting and things like that, which is why humans didn't try to earlier. Fox lovers all know our shining star Finnegan Fox. What about Dar Fox? Whoa, shout out Dar Fox! It takes many generations to domesticate animals? Yes. We're talking probably hundreds of years. You might be able to get like 1 or 2 group friendly, but not like successive groups friendly. Dar had to restart their PC. Wait, does that mean that I can recheck into their stream? Oh, snap. Thank you for the heads up. Double check-ins. Hi, St. John. I hope your stream went well earlier. I think I saw you playing with a couple of your friends. Everyone is cool. I will pass that on, and I will hydrate. Kipper Fox is another favorite of yours. Foxes are dog hardware running on cat software. The ducks at the park are free and your army? Question mark. Don't believe Sasha. I mean, I'm not against not believing Sasha because I can be weird. I'm not even gonna hide it. It was fun? That's good to hear. I was about to say there's got to be a dead person here because the crows are gathering, and there they are. Sashik 10 boop to you too. He has such a unique coat. You always believe Sasha. Hashtag gaslighting. Key Lake Cabin number 2. Ooh, I know where. Rifle cartridge. Recycled can. Well, actually, I don't know. I know a logging camp thing, but I don't think that's what this is talking about. Though I'll find it eventually. Snare. Rifle cartridge, rifle cartridge. Like a border collie fox. Free corpse! And I can store stuff on it. The greatest invention ever in a video game. Corpse storage. I need to warm up anyways, so warm up next to a thing here and grab the wood, just carry it around as a backpack. I would if I could, like, I'm not even kidding you.
Come on.
Oh, I only have the birch bark for starting the fire now. Oh, I think I can craft sticks into it. Have you walked on the lake yet? Nope. But you saying that alone makes me think that you can fall through it and get yourself soaking wet. Just because it seems like such a random thing to go, have you been on the lake? Thin ice isn't a problem on Mystery Lake.
Come on.
You little...
Are you serious?
It gives me a little bit of heat while I'm trying to make it like this. Oh, it's because you mentioned the key. That makes sense. And the axe still wasn't broken, surprisingly. The fishing cabins on the lake have nice loot. I did check everything in here. I did loot that. Oh, I can go through that, and that looks like that's where the treasure, or not treasure, but the cache is. The cache.
Rest soon.
No, you're not. You need no rest. You're superhuman. Also, going back to earlier, turns out the man was fine. We didn't need to worry. That's good to hear. I see something over there. Alan's cave. Doesn't look like that great of a cave.
Well. What do we have here?
MRE, water, coffee. So just a ton of liquid. I mean, better than nothing. The MRE is a ton of calories. Who the heck is Alan? Alan Wake. They added him into this game. I've never even played an Alan Wake game. I just know of one recently came out, and there was one a long time ago. You know where I am? You'd better. I'm actually going to take a quick break. I need to bring my dog from outside. She's been out for like 2 hours, but she likes sleeping outside when she can. You know, if I only like vaguely, you've heard the name. I'm going to let my dog in, use the washroom, get a drink. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Bees are bees. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. You love the sleepy cat balloon slash. That's why you're so happy Safe Fox got all 10 of those foxes out of a safe situation. You haven't watched the vid yet, but you saw her community post. That's wonderful to hear. I appreciate anybody saving any animal, especially when they're injured or stuff like that. Oh, my temperature's actually going up. So I'm that warm during the day. Oh, I shouldn't have used the hatchet there. Hi, Fox Girl. I hope you've been doing well. You're all done with your stuff now, right? Because I know you were doing all those exams and you talked about passing them and how you're the greatest person in the world because of it. Nodders. Fox. I know there's so many foxes. They're literally, I don't even have fox in my tag for my stream, and yet they all just congregate around here. You know what? I'm all for it. So many foxes, Nodders. Yes, well, maybe not all of the extra stuff. I'll let this axe break on stuff like this, and then scrap it. So we've explored literally this side going up here, all the way up and down here. I basically just haven't explored the lake area in the southeast here. Foxes, howdy y'all. Hi Jasper, how are you doing tonight? Foxes are basically cat software, so you're honorary fox. Nodders. When I find an artist for my 2.0 model, I'm actually planning on being a bit of a fox, but the lore is going to be, since we're the Nyafia, I still want to be the Nyafia, so the lore is going to be that the character is Sasha's adopted sibling, and who has been raised to believe they're a cat. Hi Folly, how are you doing tonight? Orange Sasha? Most certainly not orange. You tricked a friend into playing one of your favorite games? Oh snap. And what game would that be? Sasha will ascend and become Fox. Okay, hatchet broke, but it let me finish that at least. Unless you plan to be Arctic Fox, that might be it. Okay, axe is broken, so I can't do that anymore. Receiver 2, the remake of Receiver? Never even heard of it. Woke up in the middle of the night and you're a bit baffled why. Probably so that you'd be able to watch cute cat boys on Twitch. No joke. That's why a lot of people wake up at night, I'm not even kidding you. There's that wolf from earlier. Absolutely 100%. I'm surprised that's not working. I'm hitting so close to it each time. Okay, good. Scared it. But it's running in the same direction as me. On this game mode, I was about to say, on this game mode, the wolves will absolutely come back. Chat smells like foxes. Even people who don't watch Sasha wake up late, they just don't know that. Usually when you wake up, it's because your body knows something you don't, like someone's watching you. That closeout took too long, you're heading home thanks to the stream. Have a great rest of the night. You too, hopefully we see you again, but if not, good night, Jed. I almost feel like I have to aim at it for it to actually scare. I don't think that's really the case, but... You did buy a new PC today, which is exciting. You'll set it up when you get home. You'll do the 10-hour drive tomorrow. Are you off with your family then right now? But kudos to you buying that. Hopefully it did not break your wallet too much. Wolves don't respect personal space, nodders. You're 700 miles north of Maryland right now. If I rest, I know that can heal some of the pain, so I'll leave the one pain still there. I could run, but I'm out of stamina, which has reduced all my weight, etc. You spent 2,750 USD, also got a second monitor and keyboard there. Oh snap. It's a good investment for your career, though. That is true. And for VTubing. If you like land so much, why don't you miss marry it? I will. Mwah. We're married now. That's how marriage works. Wait, no, you're only like 300 miles north of Maryland. Foxgirl literally out here doxing herself. Or no, that's Folly. Sorry, my bad. It's fine if Folly does it. They know what they're doing. You cleaned your PC and repasted it a day ago after procrastinating from over a month. Have you played Project Zomboid before? I have not. I've definitely seen it though. It looks cool. Not entirely sure if it's my vibe. Some of the stuff with it, I like the idea of it. Other times, stuff I've seen makes me go, eh. New York or PA? You probably shouldn't be asking a streamer where they live. Because Folly is indeed a streamer. I mean, if they want to answer, that's entirely up to them, they can. But normally something to avoid. Box girl's running! Get her! Is that like a dead emote? Oh, it's a sipping emote. I honestly thought it was like desiccated. The face looked skinny as if it was that Scream painting. No pressure. See, that just puts more pressure on them. Because then they're like, oh, you're being nice and saying no pressure. Now I absolutely have to. Oh my god. Understandable, mods make it better. Oh, you'll have to tell the artist that if you get a chance. But that is only me looking at my laptop from like a couple feet away, 3 feet away. Because when I look at it from afar, the hair on the cheeks looks like it's hair behind them, and that makes the face look narrower. To vaguely answer your question though, you have strong opinions on pizza. Oh snap. That means they're from Italy. That's all I'm gonna say. So New Jersey. The Italians have stolen pizza from the rightful masters of it. Oh, hi Mitzi. Did you know I told my stream you're a B-word? Oh, and she did what Kuro... Oh no, she stopped as soon as I said that. As soon as I said that I told you guys that she was a B-word, she literally froze in the doorway and was just like, excuse me? You said what about me? complete biggest behavior. She doesn't like you speaking about her behind her back. You can say you live in the south and you'll never find me because you're in the woods. On the one hand, I feel like my exhaustion meter goes down too quickly, but on the other hand, I'm often carrying like 30 kilograms of weight. So I can understand it tiring you out. You're right, there are a lot of foxes here, holy moly. I know, right? What the heck? You found your people, Fox Girl! Sasha's a fox magnet. Aw, yeah. Oh, my gloves got ruined. And my toque. Oh, that's probably from the animal attack. I might have... You can't repair the stuff once it's ruined. I might have other headpieces and stuff down here, though. Because I've just been dropping all my clothing in a pile for purposes like this.
Too much stuff to carry.
There's gloves. Okay, I have no other hat to replace that other one. So I have to wear a ball cap. I will repair all my clothes, though. Okay, these ones are low, but that might just be because they need to be repaired. If I remember, they were pretty good, and that's why I was using them. And I've only ever found the one accessory. And it broke. Obviously human in a cheap fox mask. Yes, there are quite a few of us. You had a skulk of foxes living near a house. They moved off, but you got to see the babies. That's neat. That would actually be exciting. Oh, the MRE's almost gone. It's wasting away, so I'll probably just eat it. Fox babies are so cute. I feel like all animal babies are cute. It's only human babies that are gross and look like little aliens. I didn't notice I still had multiples of those. I normally only carry one for emergencies. Thor's eyes are so blue. Fennec babies are hilariously tiny. Panda babies are hilariously tiny. Like they're literally like a jelly bean. I'm like, how the heck did this come out of that? And then they grow out up to be huge. Furwood and 2 scrap. Oh, my health is dropping because I'm tired. Why? There's only like 20 minutes or so left of stream, so I'll turn off raids for now. Why not? 'Cause it's mean, Teardrop. Carrying the antibiotics so I can get rid of those. Holding those to make when I need. Oh, there's not enough room. Well, for one, I'll take out the other axe that was almost broken. Or did I leave that at the beginning place, it looks like? Foxes are so interesting in how they parent. Revealing your new Twitch username when you get back to the savannah. So exciting. Username for basically everything. You cannot wait. You obviously didn't feed them because you don't want to interrupt the parents trying their babies when they get to that stage. Are they like deer, where if the babies end up smelling like humans because you pick one up, etc., they'll just abandon it? Oh, can't repair while in the dark. Fine. No, they won't. Well, that's good at least.
Come on. Come on. That did it.
Well, I guess I could have, if I'm just gonna wait anyways. That's at 79, 74, 75, 91, 79. That absolutely needs to be repaired. Pugs are very caring about their kits, even if the baby isn't there. They'll always take care their own. It will always take care of it. Okay, that brought that up to 83. Oh, it went out. My bad. So we only haven't explored that southeastern corner of the map. And it wants me to go south to somewhere else currently. Parents leave food in the areas around the dens. The babies will lurk to scavenge, but that's only around 3 or 4 weeks after the den phase. Oh, till they learn to scavenge. Okay, I kind of want to make the herbal tea. And that'll help with rest. Foxes cannot harm kits. Their instinct will not let them. They might scream at them, but they won't hurt them. Improved rest, which I assume means I can sleep and get more rest. Big stretch. It's interesting, the fox population in your area has been on the rise since land development pushed out coyotes. I feel like I need leather. Stones that we can drop that. Actually, I can harvest that because I've been using up cloth. Foxes are so adaptable to the urban environment. That's surprising considering you never really see them in the urban environment. At least I don't.
Drink. Stretch. Tanzan to eat and, I mean man im hungry looks at Cryo Fox, hunting time.
Why Cryo Fox? What did they do? Everything. Oh, okay, fair. Thank you for the posture. I will sit up. And will hydrate. I know they told me earlier, a lot earlier the other day, to learn how to fish nearby. Oh, I took it, my bad. You're sure they're about, but they tend to mostly come out at night. I'm not fully rested. It's almost nighttime. Your internet lives? Welcome back! Wibbles. You can get wild foxes to trust you as well. It takes a long time and lots of patience. And chicken, because it's like their favorite food. Just like Minecraft taught us. You see a fox girl? There is a lot of foxes here. There's like 5 of them, I'm not even kidding you. Or eggs, foxes love. Oh, I've heard of foxes sneaking into chicken coops to steal eggs. And I see they checked in. Did they? I can't remember if they did or not. Quick, fox girl, check in! Not enough rats in your opinion? That is true. Where's all the rats? Then again, if you asked me if I want to rebrand as a rat VTuber, I would glance at Banana and then hesitantly say no. And then Banana would be like, what's that supposed to mean? Foxes would indeed eat rats, though. Not seeing any more reeds. They love eggs so much it's like candy to them. Candy is like candy to me, surprisingly. You shall now go to work. Have a good rest of your night, Sash. Also chat. Have a great rest of your day or night. Okay, peace out. Good luck at work, Minerve. Thank you for spending time with us. Yeah, good girl, Mika. If I ever randomly DC, it's because my dog's sleeping next to my computer and kicked the cord or did something like that. Oh, it's not almost nighttime. I was about to say I'm surprised I didn't start losing health from cold. Including some mushrooms, most of them to get high. Oh yeah, we talked about that last night, if I remember. And then Jed referred to RimWorld and something like that happening with the foxes and them getting into hallucinogens. Excuse me. RimWorld mentioned? I've never played it, but I'm pretty sure Jed did. They're currently on their way home right now, though. Hi, Kuro. I hear you. Mao, 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 Kuro. RimWorld on stream when? Probably never. I think that game can get pretty yabai. And I feel like it just wasn't my type of game when I did see someone playing it. "100% frozen. So I can use the axe or the crowbar. What's my crowbar at? Still high. Okay, so you just fish for a set amount of hours and see if you get anything?
Feels like night is coming.
Fresh lake whitefish raw. Smallmouth bass. Well, I'm getting lots of food from it. I wonder if it will freeze back over eventually. Oh, and I can't harvest it. I just straight up eat it. If you cook it in a pot, you get lamp oil. I wondered, because I remember you mentioning that before, and I was like, huh, can I harvest it to get stuff for that? The bounty of the lake. But I'm still exploring for now. At least I'm super close to my house, though, so if I ever get over-encumbered or start dying, etc., I can just retreat back there. I feel like I hear the wind starting to pick up. ice fishing huts. Fishing is an excellent way to get food, especially in Mystery Lake, indeed. I just noticed I spent a couple hours fishing and suddenly tons of calories. There was still stuff over there, but it's dark out and hard to see some of it, so I'll just keep exploring this way for now. None of these seem to have anything. Wine, newspaper, water bottle. I don't know if this will freeze back over or not, but I'm gonna break it just because. I heard a rabbit scream. It says ad starts soon, but I'm going to try my best to snooze it because it's almost stream end. Also, hi Angelus. How are you doing tonight? I hope you have been well. It's like the very dead of night now, I think. Yep, almost the exact middle. Oh, and when I press that tab, that is showing my scent. Slightly over-encumbered. I have so much wood, I do not need to pick this stuff up, but I'm neurotic about min-maxing. Okay, it does tell me I'm protected from the wind here.
So cold. Come on.
God dang it. Oh, it does use the tinder when you fail, it's true. Must collect tinder, we might need it, indeed. We might need it in the long dark.
Come on. That did it.
Try kicking the fish in the pot like they mentioned. And that should give me a warmth buff for a while. Nope, doesn't look like cooking it in a pot gave me that in story mode. So it gives like double calories if you cook it. That's spacebar. Just break it down to get rid of it. Break it down now. No, don't mind me, just being weird. Nothing hidden up here. I'm getting higher on weight. I can go back at any time though because we're so close. We went into that fishing shack. Oh, internet's being dumb. Let me reload it on laptop. Nearby Critter watches the Catboy Survivalist have a musical moment. They would love it. If anything, they'd vibe with me. Just make it easier to see if there's anything like under the dock, etc. I'll try going in there in a second. I might have to turn it back on in the house. If it lets me go in. Okay, this is cabin number 1, and I don't have the key to it. Just checking my notes for the area. I might avoid the time spent breaking that stuff for now.
Can't feel
Scrap metal. I've used that for almost nothing. Cloth, bullet. Newspaper. Ooh, the better toque. That cabin used to belong to Smitty Werbenjager Manson. He was number one. And yes, I got that reference. Okay, let's run back to the cabin, put my stuff away, and then wind down for the night. Opening other people's streams because someone rated out. Oh, frost winded down. Oh, it looks like Aura raided out. I was thinking of raiding them, so that's too bad.
I need to find a place to rest.
He says that literally as we walk into the cabin. Okay, that made me sick. 2 antibiotics. The antibiotics never work, though, for this. Yeah, it's like only that reishi tea does. Even that didn't work. I guess I have to wait time to recover no matter what. I thought I picked up an extra lantern that I didn't need. Okay, so we will be winding down in just a minute. I just want to get rid of all my stuff, set myself up to be ready to leave next time I play. So many sticks, I want to use them up. The hat can just be scrapped.
Something's making me feel really tired.
If I just cook the fish on its own, what happens? Because I cooked it in a pot before. Wait, the fishing line I used didn't lose durability at all for catching all those fish? Just a tiny bit of fuel added to it. First, drop off all the cattail stuff. Basically just micromanagement of all my resources. Oh, I still have a bit of the MRE. I need to make a new reishi tea. Oh no, I can hold 3 actually. I look at that and I'm like, they gave me a lot of ammo actually. Oh, thank you for the follow, Cakey Bakey. I do appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice night. So that's the painkiller tea. How much cloth is in here? Probably not much. There's 12 metal, which we haven't used for much of anything, and it's taking up room. Ugh, I didn't drop that. Give me back my toque. This is so annoying. Oh, I saw it for a second. Fox in the Box has joined. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Discord was set to mods only because we had 1 or 2 instances of bots coming by, doing Discord immediately, and then trying to message people. That thankfully hasn't happened in a long time. I think it's the reishi mushrooms that I have to turn into the thing that helps. Some lost condition. I wonder if that gives a specific buff that I don't know. Oh yeah, and it does use up the water that I have each time I do this, which makes sense. Keeping that stuff. Do I have more matches? Yes, I do have a bunch more. does seem like everything. Just make sure there's no food type stuff that I haven't put away. Bring those two with me. Sleep and get all my stamina back. Though that will annoyingly make it nighttime again, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Literally just barely in tonight.
I need to find something to drink.
Okay, we are going to wind down here in just a second. I'll save outside and then we'll do that. So we're going out this direction. So I will save here. Wait a second for it to finish saving. Okay, let me look at who streams. Dyer's on, Sapphire's on. Mink is on, but we'll probably wind down soon. Orange is on, but I'm pretty sure they're sleeping. They're just AFK streaming. Prophet's on. Let me check out their stream and see if they've switched to the end or not. I know they often end around the same time as me. Oh yeah, they're switched to Sky Children, which they do at the end of their stream. Let's go bug Sapphire. But thank you all for coming and vibing with me tonight. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raid. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Don't know if I'll continue this tomorrow night because I have every single night. Also, hold on. Maybe I'll listen to them for a second to make sure they're not ending. I'm going to assume they're not ending, just because they've got a bunch of people in group with them. But anyways, you all have a nice night. Please take care of your scope. Go say hi to Sapphire, and I will see you around. But for now, peace out, goodbye, and take care.